welcome everyone who's new, welcome back everyone who's returning. If you are new, my name is Jack, I'm the Holistic Siren, and today I am doing the what to expect over the next 5 days reading. But before I hop into that, whether you're watching this live on TikTok or as the replay on YouTube, I've noticed that a lot of you are not getting the notifications when I'm going live on TikTok for some reason unbeknownst to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to establish a schedule every week where I will post it on my TikTok story as well as my Instagram story. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please follow me. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me. It's the Holistic Siren, same spelling, on all my social media platforms. Because that way you'll be able to see the schedule, and if you want to make sure you catch my lives, it'll give you the range of time that I'll be live, so you'll know to hop on TikTok. So comment helpful if you guys would find that helpful. It's the only way I can really think of. The only way I can think of keeping things organized, but also allowing you guys, to help you know when I'm going live. Oh, thank you, Amber. Yep, this is my ring in case anyone hasn't seen it. Let me cover that's my ring. All right, good. Yeah, so, thank you. I designed it, actually. Yeah, it's just a, princess cut? Yeah. Simple princess cut, and then I just got, I've got diamonds, I think it's halfway around the band, because, I don't know, it seems, to me, it seems kind of silly to get it all the way around. All right, guys. All right, so would anyone like to know my TikTok schedule for this week while you're on the live? Let me know in the comments. Would you like to know the schedule for this week? Because I have it in front of me. Okay, cool. It's not going to be the same time every day because my schedule's a little wonky this week, but here we go. So Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll be on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. This is all Eastern Standard. All Eastern Standard. Yeah, like Mimi said, make sure you have the bell checked to get notified, guys. But even so, if you want to mark it, go for it. So Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. I'm actually co-hosting a live with one of my Tarot School students and Lightworker Business Academy students. Her name's Tabitha. She's fantastic. And then Friday will also be 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. I'm usually on here for at least 90 minutes. So I would give yourself like a 90-minute window for the amount of time I will be live. Okay? All right, guys, so let's pop into it. All right, comment ready if you guys are ready for the what to expect over the next 5 days reading. The energy this week is a little, I'm hearing the word elevated. Elevated. We had a solar flare yesterday, so if anyone felt like nauseous or heavy or tired or fatigued, maybe you had some muscle aches, body soreness, anything like that, maybe some digestive issues, just feeling a little off yesterday, maybe even feeling like really introspective, that's very, very normal, maybe anxious, sad, depressed, emotional, but you would feel it in your body. So we had a big solar flare. If you're watching this live, it was June 11th yesterday. It's June 12th when I'm recording this. But you should feel a little better today. The moon is in Aries, or it's a much lighter energy. Hey, Tamara. Also, Mercury moved into Gemini, so you may feel Mercury is very comfortable in Gemini because it rules Gemini. All right, so you may feel like really talkative. Maybe you're like feeling very inspired to share how you feel or share something, especially on social media, anything through technology. I would love for this to lift soon. It will. Binge ate my emotions last night. Yeah, that it makes a lot of sense. Okay, but your value system probably has shifted over the last couple of weeks because Pluto went into Aquarius and now it's back in Capricorn, retrograding. So your value system around any Capricornian theme, so your health and wellness, money, your career, the way you work, the way you earn money. Let me know if those value systems have shifted for you over the last like couple months. Yes, this is the Phantom deck. Yes, I just got it the other day. 111 in the live confirmation. All right, but let me look at the, I'm going to look at the astrology for this week so you guys know. If you're watching this on YouTube as a replay, you can skip past this part. If you're not watching this the week of June 12th, if you're on TikTok, stay here. Yeah, we've got the moon in Aries. And this week we're in the last quarter phase of the moon. It's the fourth lunar cycle in the full lunar phase. It's the fourth lunar phase in the entire lunar cycle. Sorry, I said that backwards. Meaning it's the phase before the new moon. Okay, so this week is about chapters closing, releasing, things ending, yada, 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 yada. All right, and I believe the new moon is in Gemini, right? Yeah, the new moon will be in Gemini on this. It depends on where you live in the world. Either Saturday, June 17th or Sunday, June 18th. All right, so this week, let's see. You guys, your energy should feel pretty good this week. Today and tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, the moon is in Aries. All right. And with Mercury in Gemini, you may have a lot of like an active mind. So make sure you're doing something to channel that energy. Creativity will be very high this week or the next 2 days. Your energy is going to be really high. Also, if you're thinking about like changing up your routine or some sort of pattern, like with regard to your day-to-day, the next 2 days is a great time to do it. Now, the moon is shifting into Taurus Wednesday and Thursday. So those are 2 great days to ground, to go outside, great days for self-care, especially taking care of your body. And then we have the moon shifting into Gemini Friday and Saturday. So Friday and Saturday will be really good days to socialize, like connecting with people that ground you, that support you, that have fun, people that embrace their inner child with you, 111 in the live. Okay, sorry, if you guys are asking me questions, I'm looking at the astrology for this week, so I'm trying to explain it to everybody. All right, now, the reason why I said, like, today and tomorrow is going to be super active in the mind, Aries governs the head, so think of everything in this region, okay? So your brain, your eyes, your teeth, your sinuses. So some of those things may act up, like you can be prone to headaches, maybe vision changes, maybe changes in smell or anything like that. If you have any teeth issues, it's a great time to take care of like any dental stuff. Taurus governs this area, okay? So with regard to Taurus, just be careful when you're eating, because Taurus governs the vocal cords, the neck, the esophagus, anything in here. All right, your thyroid gland as well. So you may feel sluggish Wednesday and Thursday because of that thyroid component, because Taurus rules that. So I would be a little more active Wednesday and Thursday. Side note, let me know if you guys like me explaining what body parts the signs govern, okay? When the moon is in a specific sign, it will highlight any issues in that region of the sign that it's in, okay? This is actually what I'm going to be teaching in my astrology course later on in the year. So common astrology, if you guys would like to hear about joining that course. And then we have, Friday, Saturday, we have Gemini, the moon in Gemini. Okay. So Gemini essentially governs here. So your lungs. Okay. And then the extremities. Well, your upper extremities. So your arms, your hands, and I said lungs already. So deep breathing would be great. Doing any like endurance activity, maybe doing activities with your hands, like sports. Okay. Any sports with your hands. I'm seeing like pottery class or like, paint and wine night or just paint. You get what I'm saying? Like things with the upper extremities. Okay. Where you can be active and social would be really, really nice. Maybe you guys want to do like a deep breathing yoga class because you will extend and stretch the upper extremities and practice breath work, which will help with the lungs. But make it fun. Like I'm hearing goat yoga for some of you as well. So nobody was thinking about doing goat yoga or some like unique, like different type of class where you can socialize. This reminds me of like the Meetup app too, like Meetup. Do you guys know what that app is? There's like all kinds of like social groups, gatherings, all kinds of fun stuff you can do. So if anyone's feeling called to check that out or check out events in the area where you can socialize and meet new people, that would be really, really great as well. Anyway, so a lot of you guys are talking astrology. Okay. My astrology course, for those who are interested, I'm going to get into the reading in a minute, I promise you. Let's see. Okay, my astrology and health and wellness course, where I teach you guys all like the body associations, nutrition, how to read your chart just in general, like the transits, but also reading your chart for your health and wellness. That is starting in September. It's Virgo season, but I think I have 5 spots left in that course. I'm only taking 10 people. So if you want one of the 5 spots, just let me comment astrology again. All right. And I will let you guys know what the energy exchange is. Yes, there is an energy exchange. It's a very in-depth course. Okay. Anyway, let's do this. God's first universe, divine creator of all things, only for our highest and best and through your divine love and light. What do we need to know about the next 5 days? Hey, Kelly. Next 5 days. So I'm going to do a traditional Celtic cross. All right, that is a old school 10 card spread in the tarot. Okay, wow. And if anyone is curious, I am using the Phantom Tarot. This is a brand new deck I just got. I have been reading tarot since 2019. But I've been reading tarot, I think in like 4 of my past lives. Maybe, okay, 5 past lives, in case anyone was wondering. So in this life, I've read tarot since 2019, and in my past lives, 5 of my past lives I have read. Amber, I do past life readings and past life regression. Which one did you want to do? User 941, what is your name? Back in the US and ready to work with you again. Yeah, astrology is really, really cool. 1, 2, 3, one step at a time. Hey, Heather, I thought it was you, but it didn't say your name. Welcome back, Heather. Heather, how did you want to work together, my love? Amber, what is the difference between the 2 of them? Okay, so here's the difference, you guys. A past life reading includes the tarot, oracle, and then my channeling ability. So it'll be a live reading via Zoom, so you'll see me, I'll see you, and that reading is recorded. Okay, so you get to keep it, so you can rewatch it. All right. But a past life reading essentially is reading through the cards and channeling and connecting with your higher self to tell you guys what the lessons that you have chosen to learn in each of your lives and if you've carried them out or not, meaning integrated them, and then also helping you understand like what are you taking from your past lives into this life that you need to clear out. All right, we can also dive into who you were, what you did, the type of person that you were, etc., etc., etc. All right, so that's what a past life reading is. So it includes the cards. Past life regression is a little bit different. Past life regression has more of a healing aspect to it rather than informative. So the past life reading is informative with the cards. The past life regression is healing because it's a three session program. Okay, so in the first session, it's I'll take you through a guided meditation and get you into and through hypnosis to get you into a really deep meditative state. I will actually guide you into the timelines where you lived your different lives. And actually have you bring back memory recall. Okay, so remembering what you actually experienced and seeing the interactions you've had with different souls in different capacities throughout your life. So for example, if you have karmic relationships with parents, friends, romantic partners in this life, you have had those relationships or those connections in past lives and they haven't been resolved yet because you keep playing it out. So we identify the root cause of blocks in this life that have been brought over from past lives. The second session is the understanding of the lessons and integration of the lessons from the past lives that you have not closed out yet. Okay. And then the third session is cleaning up your energy, doing any cord cuttings that I need to do to make sure that you do not repeat these lessons again. But then it's also the final and full integration of the lessons that you've learned and just getting you to a higher level on your spiritual journey and on your healing journey as well. Okay. So anyone who says you can do one past life regression session and be good to go, that's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Okay. So did I explain the difference between the reading and the regression, guys? Like the reading is more informative and then the regression is very, very, very deep healing. All right, so you guys let me know what you're interested in. The regression is going to have a higher energy exchange, meaning it's going to be more expensive than the reading because the reading is a one-off. But also a past life regression session, you guys, one session is around 2 hours. Okay, so just to give you like some context. So you guys let me know what you're interested in. And I'm being called to tell you, if you trust your intuition and you book with me during this live, I will discount the reading and the regression sessions. But you have to trust your intuition while I'm on live. That's coming from your spirit guides. All right, so Casey, the past life reading through the tarot is 333. The past life regression, okay, all 3 sessions together, so that's 6 hours total because it's 2 hours per session, is $1,111. If you want to pay per session for the past life regression, I'm open to doing that as well. Rachel, there is. If you can email me, theholisticsirene@gmail.com, I will send it right over to you, babe. Okay? Anyway, the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this is the overall energy for the next 5 days. All right? Hey, Melissa. All right, so Two of Swords, being at a crossroads. I feel like there's a decision that you're going to need to make regarding... Yes, I'm doing a collective. Two of Swords is giving me something that's been weighing on your mind, like some level of clarity has come in and you need to pick a direction. I also feel like this level of like frustration, because it's like the universe is wanting you to choose a direction without seeing where each path is taking you. Does that make sense? Good morning. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Oof, I just got here already calling me out. Yeah. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is the overall energy, you guys. I am not from Austin. No, I'm from Jersey. New Jersey. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the reference point. It's the foundational energy. So it's the reference energy that we can apply to all the cards in the spread, okay? So the first card is where your energy is right now, okay? The Magician. Oh, wait, no, the Artist. Sorry, this deck has different, has a couple extra cards. The Artist. I have to grab the guidebook for this because this is not in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So I literally just got this deck like 3 days ago, so I'm still learning what these extra cards mean. The Artist. Is it? Yep, okay. So the Artist stands for creativity, new ideas, going beyond the everyday world, visualization, internal resourcefulness. You see a person with closed eyes living in their own imaginary world. So it's describing the card, okay? Artists are creative makers of the modern world. Through their inspirations, they bring the hypothetical into reality, and by doing so, they craft items to use or admire. The inspiration is often founded in the real world, creating the complete circle that can amplify itself through repetition. The cat on the card represents inspiration, while the floating cards, here so you guys can see it, okay? The cat on the card represents inspiration, while the floating cards between the hands represent the artist's output. The waterfalls represent a constant stream of new ideas. You can see that the artist is in a different state, as they almost seem like they are floating. Okay, so you've got a lot of ideas going on. Okay, maybe a lot of creative ideas, one step at a time, 1, 2, 3 in the live confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Didn't I say you guys were going to feel really creative this week when I was reading the astrology? Comment creative if that resonates. If I said that earlier. It's like you have all these ideas. It's just I don't know what to do with them all, is kind of what I'm feeling here. You're inspired to do all these things, but it's just like, how do I put it all together? And with the Two of Swords, I don't think you're meant to know yet. All right. This is an energy of try. Put yourself out there, okay, with whatever you're inspired to do. All right. Now, the second placement in this spread represents what's crossing you. So this can either help or hinder. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. If you prioritize yourself, things are going to move much faster. If you prioritize yourself, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, things will start moving a lot faster. I feel like your hesitation in prioritizing yourself, or your hesitation in continuing the investment in moving forward with something, or investing in figuring it out, right, is kind of what is either crossing you or either hindering you or helping you. It's almost like, because we have 2 2s here, so 2 2 is relevant, right? So 2s represent balance, duality. They also represent a decision and balance. Okay, so I feel like you guys are like, should I, and it doesn't have to be a big thing. Should I invest my time, my energy, my money into this spark of inspiration? Like this thing that I can't get off my mind. This thing that my intuition keeps driving me to do. Okay? And it could just simply be prioritizing yourself. So what does that mean? Try things that make you feel like you're prioritizing yourself, right? So for example, for me, that's horseback riding. So I've been horseback riding for a couple years now, and I kind of fell off the wagon. Meaning I just stopped horseback riding. I just picked it back up the end of last month, and I'm doing it once a week this month. And I had to, move my schedule around with my business to make sure that I allocated that same day and time every week to prioritize myself. And I couldn't get it out of my head, you guys. Horseback riding just kept coming back. And the reason why for me is because it's one of the very few times where I'm not connected to my phone. I'm not thinking about anything other than that moment, what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it so much. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. What can you get your hands into that makes the time go by fast, right? All right, so let's tap into the third card. So the third card represents what you're being called to focus on over the next 5 days. The Tower. I just heard breaking old foundations or ending something. So I feel like Two of Swords, the Tower, this could be a breakup, okay? But this is what you're being called to focus on. So if you guys need to leave a job or want to leave a job, leave a relationship, or leave something behind, someone behind that no longer serves you, that's what your focus needs to be on the next 5 days. 111 in the live confirmation. And I said this earlier, guys, we are in the last quarter phase of the lunar cycle. It's the phase right before the new moon, which represents endings, release, right? Needing to be done with it, all right? But this is a major arcana, so I'm going to clarify it. Let me know what's resonating for you guys so far in the comments. And guys, please keep tapping the screen to like the live. We have a 50K like goal if you're watching this on TikTok live. 9 of Cups. Temperance. Hanged Man. All right. So this could be Pisces and Pisces. Doesn't have to be though. It could be a Sagittarius as well. That's involved in this, or you could be. I'm a Sag rising. Okay, so if you're a Pisces or a Sag sun moon rising, could be relevant. Doesn't have to be though. You don't have to be those signs. Okay. Okay. This is something you have wanted to end for a long time. 1, 2, 3 in the live. This is the Tower is represented by Uranus, which is the planet, can represent unexpected change. But I feel like this is a change you've wanted to make or a change you've wanted to happen for a very long time with that Temperance card there. Because Temperance represents moderation, patience, needing to find your footing is what I'm hearing. Okay. I also feel there's something coming in to show you, the reason why I'm saying this, 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. There's something that's going to make you really, really happy this week. You focusing on your own happiness is what's bringing in this unexpected positive change. But also what you need to focus on is you, 9 of Cups, because the energy you're around right now, the person, the relationship, the job, whatever it is keeping you stuck. Hangman energy. And you know that. You know it's time to get moving, to disrupt the norm, disrupt your norm, build new foundations somewhere else. That could be literal or figurative. Take it as it resonates, okay? I'm getting married. I want to leave my job, though, and I'm leaving behind my toxic parents. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Hannah, I resonate so much with you. I am no longer talking to my biological mom because she's a narcissist and extremely abusive, but also I am getting the sense that I'm not going to be able to maintain a relationship with my dad after I went to my cousin's wedding over this weekend and I saw them. My dad is still trying to get me to make up with my mom even after she took my wedding dress and held it hostage because I wouldn't let her plan my bridal shower. There's like a whole backstory if anyone's new here. But so for using myself as an example, story time with Jack, I felt like this separation between my dad and I've been fighting it for so long because I love my dad, but he is part of the problem with regard to keeping me in this like really toxic, codependent dynamic with him and my mom. And that's also a big reason why I moved to North Carolina. Like, I was born and raised in Jersey, guys. My spirit guides told me to move to North Carolina, and I didn't know exactly why, and I just did it. I made it happen, right? And now I know why, because I needed that distance from my parents because I'm starting to see this like really unhealthy dynamic that's been present my entire life, but now as an adult, I'm finally acknowledging and accepting it. Also, if there's anything, I have forgiven my mom. I have forgiven her. Anyway, if anything challenging happens, or if you're the one choosing to break something off or leave or make this big change, right? If you're the one doing that, or this happens, what spirit, Temperance, or Archangel Michael, maybe some of you resonate with Archangel Michael. Comment Archangel if that resonates for you. Whatever has fallen apart is actually what is leading to your wish fulfillment. So there's something that felt like a loss. It felt awful. It just felt like your whole world was ending. But what Spirit is trying to tell you is that it happened to actually get you what you wanted. It just didn't feel like that in the moment because the ego kind of messes with you. You know what I mean? All right. So the fourth card is the recent past. All right. So let's see. Page of Swords. Now this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel like you're seeing someone or a situation in a completely different light. I feel like you guys also are learning who you are, or at least embracing who you are. I just feel like there's this energy of you thought you knew who you were, but you really didn't. Like who you were was based on someone else's opinion of who you should be or how you should act. Page of Swords, like recently, you're like, no, I'm like really learning who I am again. Page of Swords is also a messenger. So there could have been like a message, a text, a phone call, an email that brought something to light for you. Maybe you found out some shocking information about a person or a situation and you're like, this is just not in alignment with me anymore. All right. Now, the fifth card represents your strengths. Okay. Over the next 5 days. 9 of Wands. Interesting. Ooh, okay. You know who to guard yourself from. That's your strength. So if anyone tries to like weasel their way back into your energy, you already know that they drain you. They are not conducive or they're not healthy for you to be around. Keep your guard up. Okay, your sensitivity with regard to reading energy has gotten much stronger. Maybe that's what you're learning too. The Page of Swords can also be learning. So maybe in the recent past, you guys have been learning more about your empathy, how to read energy, or just learning something new. Okay, This could be learning your worth, learning your boundaries, learning to stand up for yourself, learning who to guard yourself from. It could be a lot of different things, right? There's a lot of you guys in here. And guys, sorry, friendly reminder, please keep tapping the screen to like the live. We do have a 50K like goal and we're almost halfway there. And if the reading is resonating with you, please hit that little arrow button to share it. It just helps me work with the algorithm and I really appreciate it. And of course, give me a follow if you feel called to. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm getting off that 9 of Wands. Because usually on the traditional 9 of Wands, the ground is flat. This person is on a staircase, like with a high vantage point. Like there are, there's like mountains in the background. So you can see how this person is looking out like, oh, I see you coming from a mile away. You want to know why? Because I read your energy. I feel your energy. And guess what? No access. Access denied to me. All right? No more energy suckers. Like this is how I feel about my parents. Like they are energy vampires, like really, because they keep trying to suck me back into some toxic bullshit and I'm not about it. I also feel like there's strength in being alone this week. So if you've been called to have alone time, like recuperation time, recharge time, take it. Okay. I feel like you've been through a lot energetically. There's strength in solitude this week for sure. 1, 2, 3 in the live, one step at a time. All right. Let's see. Now, the 6th card is going to represent the near future. Now, whenever I do, 1, 2, 3. See, guys, I can't make this up. 1, 2, 3, one step at a time. You learned along your journey. 1, 2, 3. Along the way, you saw people for who they are. You saw a situation for what it was. Now you know better. There's no excuse for allowing this energy back in your life. Right? Anyway, so the sixth placement represents the near future. Now, when I do these readings, the near future would be the 5th day from when you're seeing this. Okay, so for all my TikTok live people, this would be Friday. For everyone watching this on YouTube as a replay, this would be the 5th day from whenever you're seeing this. So mark it on your calendar. Okay, so we have, King of Cups, the Devil. Watch out for emotional manipulation. Could be from a Capricorn, could be from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be though. Could be from an older masculine, okay? Now, could be male or female. It just means that person's energy is more masculine than feminine, okay? So apply it where it resonates, right? I just feel like someone's going to there's like guilt tripping here. There's emotional manipulation, 111 in the live. Someone knows how to, or they used to know how to control you with like manipulate your kindness, like seize your kindness for weakness, but your kindness isn't weakness. Your empathy isn't weakness. It's a strength. It's just in the past, maybe you didn't quite know how to use your empathy as a strength. Empathy is a very powerful gift. You can read energy like that. You know a liar like that. You know when someone has shitty energy like that. Okay? So you know when this devil energy, okay, this manipulative, like, I'm going to trick this person energy, not you, like this person is thinking about tricking you, wants to control you through emotional manipulation. Now you're like, nah, like I have learned way too much along the way. You're not going to do this to me again. I also would be careful, like if, what I'm hearing is the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Have you guys heard that saying before? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So I feel like, and this, if it applies, it applies. If it doesn't. Someone may come in with good intentions, but they may not realize that it's just another way of keeping you in an old toxic cycle, old toxic relationship, a controlling environment, a controlling relationship. So don't allow someone to, and I feel like this person doesn't know they're doing it. And I'll give you guys an example. So my uncle, my mom's brother, is coming to my wedding, even though my mom lied to me and told me he wasn't, which was complete bullshit. After even I told him everything my mom did with like keeping my dress from me and trying to get my family to not come to my wedding and all of this stuff, which didn't work. He still tried to get me to talk to her and allow her to come to my wedding, even after everything that she did, right? So that's what I mean by the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Like, my uncle is like the nicest person, you guys, but he was in an abuse cycle growing up as well with my mom's mom and his mom, same mom. Okay, like they were physically abused growing up too. So like he hasn't learned that lesson yet to extricate or to take himself out of that abuse cycle. So he doesn't even know that he's drawing me back in. 1, 2, 3 in the life. But I know better because I see the journey. I see this from a higher perspective. Comment makes sense if this is making sense to you. That's like the best example I can give. Also, I would be very careful in watching out for external validation. Like, don't ask people their opinions this week. Because I feel like when people give you their opinions, they're like putting themselves in your shoes. And you can't do that. Like, you can't swap energy like that, if that makes sense. So I would honestly, like, if there are any decisions that need to be made, especially around Capricornian themes, I said this, Pluto is back in Capricorn. Your career, your money, your health, your relationships, make the decisions on your own. Like, don't ask for opinions. Guys, just give me 1 second. I have to let someone in my house. Just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm back. So let's get into the 7th card. The 7th card represents the suggested approach. I would even call this action steps. Action steps for the next 5 days. My wedding is October 15th of this year. The sun. Okay, so that's Leo energy. That's that creative energy, guys. I said that. We got the artist as the first card, your overall energy right now. And then the suggested approach or action steps, the sun. Embrace the new beginning. The sun is a beautiful card, guys. There could be some abundance coming in. Accept the abundance. Know that you deserve it. 111 in the live. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I also I see on my inbox, I have 11 emails. Okay, so this new you, this fresh new start, right? It's coming in because you guys have learned the lesson. You've integrated it, right? Now the sun is also represents the divine masculine, solar plexus. So this could highlight like needing to take care of like digestive issues, gut health, changing up your nutrition, because solar plexus is your digestive system. The sun, divine masculine is also like, go after it, go get it, go do it. That thing you've been hesitating on, go do it. Or putting yourself out there, trying something new. Because like when you're manifesting, you're trying to welcome in something new. How can you welcome in something new if you're not willing to do anything new? Does that make sense to you guys? You have to match your manifestations at that vibration that your manifestation is at. 111 in the live, okay? little nuggets of information. So if you want to welcome in the new, not only do you have to get rid of the old, you have to embrace the new you. You have to try new things, right? So if there's something new that you're wanting to try, please go out and do it. Melissa, manifesting is tricky. They don't tell you your world falls apart to make room. Yeah, exactly. That's where that saying comes, be careful what you wish for, right? Because sometimes, like, to make room for manifestations, some shit needs to hit the fan, right? Like, I'll use myself as an example. For anyone who's new here, I actually was engaged to someone else in 2019. I was with that person for 4 years. And I broke off that engagement in December of 2021 because I found out that person was cheating on me for a year. And guys, I was devastated. I thought that person was my forever. I thought I was going to have kids with this person, marry them. Like, my whole wedding was planned already. It was devastating. And I had to leave the house. I didn't have a place to live for a while. Like, it was nuts. I was in such a dark place. But now I have a new fiance who I've been engaged to since Halloween of 2022, my favorite holiday, or Samhain for any of my fellow pagans out there. And this relationship that I'm in, I am so in love. I am so supported. My fiance is just the kindest and most sarcastic, but still kindest person I've ever met in my life. Like, he loves me so much and supports me in everything. So, but I would have never met him if I didn't go through that really traumatic breakup. And guys, it was pretty fucking traumatic. pretty traumatic. But that's what I mean. So, not that it has to be that, like, traumatic or explosive of a situation, but be open to the new, even though it's hard. Like, I didn't want to move on from that person. I didn't want to start a new life. You know, when that breakup happened, I tried to claw my way back. Like, I tried to stay with that person even after I found out what he did to me. He actually pushed me away, thank God. And I thank him for that, because if he didn't, like, I would have never found my true happiness, you know? So, because I was just like, I don't want a new life, right? I just was clawing to the past, but I'm glad that I released it. So, I just feel like, accept the abundance. Accept the fact that you deserve abundance. That's what I'm feeling with this. I feel like this week is the next 5 days is just abundant, because what I'm seeing here is you've learned a lot of hard lessons. A lot of hard lessons. All right. All right, so the 8th card represents guidance from your spirit guides, okay? 5 of Swords. Don't let your ego stop you. Oh, thank you, Emily. Absolutely. Oh, Emily, I talk about my life all the time, girl. Make sure you follow me. You'll hear about everything. 5 of Swords. Yeah, don't let your ego get in the way. Don't fight for something just for the sake of fighting for it. Don't fight for something because your ego got hurt. For some of you, I would ask yourself, is it worth fighting for? Is this person, this job, this situation, is it worth fighting for? Is it worth the mental strain, the stress? Feeling like you're constantly in competition with something or someone else. Yeah, being that it's a 5 of Swords, it's time to make a change. It's time to choose you. And I feel like some sort of situation you're in, you're always second best. You're always the second choice. You're never the priority, if that makes sense. HRH, oh, thank you. Make sure you give me a follow. All right, so the ninth card represents your hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. The hope is that what's happening now is leading to more stability in the future. The fear is that the work you're putting in now isn't going to be worth it. Because I kind of feel like some of you are in this space of, is it worth doing? Is it worth trying? Or should I just like not? Also, I feel like a lot of you are getting the message, be patient. Comment patience if that resonates. Like from the universe. And you're like, your hope is that the patience pays off. And then your fear is that it won't. Like nothing's actually going to happen. Like nothing's going to come to fruition. All right. Yeah, a lot of you guys patience. All right, now the 10th card is the outcome. Okay, the potential outcome of the next 5 days. Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity. This could be a financial opportunity, a job opportunity, an idea, like a money-making opportunity, like starting a new business, a passion project, or something like that. But the aces are like this is a seed to be planted that has a lot of potential. Okay, this could also be relationship-wise. So what did I say? Put yourself out there, give it a try, because whatever this idea, this action, this thing you're being guided to try, like put yourself out there, it's going to bring in a lot of abundance over time, steadily, consistently, a lot of stability. But I'm going to clarify it a little bit. No. Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's an offer coming in, guys. For some of you, it could be love. It could be a Capricorn, could be a Sag, a Leo. Doesn't have to be though. But it looks like if you guys are looking for love, I feel like you're gonna get asked out on a date or take a relationship to the next level. This is like family, like someone who wants a family, a home, stability, all that. It's not love. This is a job offer or a business opportunity coming in, something that you're passionate about, where you get to use your creativity, but also make money doing it. 12, as I say that. Ooh. Queen of Cups. I got a job offer and I accepted it. Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Look at, oh my gosh. Wow. Guys, I said this. Look, the ace is the starting point, the planted seed. 10 of Pentacles is the end of that. Like what comes to fruition before we hit the court cards. So what does that mean? Whatever you're being guided to do right now, or whatever you're being handed, this opportunity in your career space, relationship, business, maybe your health and wellness, it's gonna so love. And from a love perspective, this is family, this is marriage, this is everything you want in a relationship, if that's like what you want respectively, right? The stability, the love, the consistency, right? If this is career, this new job opportunity or business opportunity, gonna leave a lot of money, but also a legacy, an imprint is what I'm hearing. Like you're gonna leave your mark on the world. You're gonna make a difference is what I'm hearing. So I feel like that's important for everyone here. Like, yeah, of course it's important to make money and have stability, but in your career, it's like, I want to make a difference. I want to be known for something. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is something you really love. And honestly, this feels like, it looks to me like you intuitively felt this coming. With that Queen of Cups there, because the Queen of Cups, she is only second to the High Priestess as far as her strength and intuition. 111 in the live, and I have 55% on my battery. So 5, 5, 1, 1, 1, and then 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, another 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. Hold on, guys. There's a troll in here. There you go. If you guys have an idea to like start a business or get into a career space using like creativity, but like your healing abilities, like if you're an empath, if you are in like the psychology field, or like nursing, or like a teacher maybe, or if you're just like very gifted, like psychically gifted, or you feel you're a healer, now is the time to start. Now is the time to start. Okay, comment healer if you want to start a business in helping people heal emotionally. Probably heal some like generational trauma, family wounds or something like that, or establish stronger foundations emotionally. Okay, because everyone here, you're very gifted. You're gifted, beloved. And I feel like you're finally acknowledging that, because the sun is here too. I feel like you've been gifted since you were a child, probably. I feel maybe gifts even over your past lives. Like, I feel like you have been developing your psychic gifts, maybe your empathy, your role as a healer. Maybe you've been a healer in a past life, and you've been developing that skill set over time. Like in every one of your past lives, it's like you've gotten stronger, you've gotten stronger, you've gotten stronger, you've gotten stronger. And now you're finally ready to fully step into that healer role. And listen, you can be a healer simply by like listening to someone, like being, you know, that ear that someone needs. You could be a healer being a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, a nail tech. I mean, you know what I mean? You don't need to be in like a healing field to be a healer. 1, 2, 3, right? Whatever this opportunity is, though, it's bringing in the abundance that you've been trying to attract. Wounded healers are the best healers. Well, usually healers are wounded in general. I want to make uplifting beats. Yeah, you could do it through, it could be anything creative. It could be music. It could be art. It could be therapy. Maybe some of you want to be like life coaches or mentors, or it could even be like tarot reading, or, you know, Reiki, maybe, quantum healing. I mean, there's so many different options that you guys could go down. Like, what are you guys inspired to do? Allie was a nurse for 18 years. I'm starting my healing business. Yeah, you guys, I started my career as an integrative nutritionist. I have my master's in nutrition and dietetics. You know, I started off in a very like professional field. And now I use those gifts and I translate it into what I'm doing now. So if you guys are in a transition where you're coming from a more like conventional field and you want to learn how to build your light worker or your healer business, like I did, I have 2 spots left for one-on-one light worker business mentoring. So if anyone is interested in working with me, let me know. right, but let's get a closing. 1, 2, 3. One step at a time. All right, Heather. Heather, if you could email me sooner rather than later, that would be great. My book is almost full for the year, so. Kathleen, I'm feeling I'm led to leave my corporate job. Yeah, I left. Perfect, awesome. Okay, Heather, great. Well, Kathleen, why do you want to leave? What do you want to pursue instead? Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Like, what is the business idea? What's the creative idea? What are you inspired to do here? This Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. There's the Sun again. All right, so where's the book? Starting my own company. Oh, Michaela, that's awesome. What is your company? I want to grow my skincare business. Awesome. A food truck and travel around the U.S. Healing with food and meat. That's so cool. I love that. What kind of food, Kyle? Property management. I just got my real estate license. Oh, congrats. Woodworking on Etsy. That's awesome too. Flight attendant. I left corner school with French cuisine. Awesome. Crochet creations, but I'm so bad for just giving things I make away. Culinary school. I just want to start a blog for widows, for those working through grief. I think that's a great idea. There's a need for that. Nonprofit in my hometown, South Africa. A professional mermaid. That's cool. Guys, these are all really amazing ideas. Like, really amazing ideas. So if you're not pursuing them, start. If you are, this is the sign to keep going. It's leading to a lot of abundance, you guys. 111 in the live. All right, so let me read this. So this is Kaleidoscope. That's what the card is called, Kaleidoscope. Now, I am doing a practice now when I do readings to help you guys develop your intuition. I want you to write in the comments the first word that comes to mind when you see this card. Okay? First thing, no question, just type what the first word that comes to you. Trust your intuition. What comes to you when you see this? Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. So let's do it. I'm going to read what it means. All right, so this is Kaleidoscope. Perfection is uncomfortable. It hurts like brand new shoes. Learn to love, because a lot of you said love, learn to love all the pieces of you, flaws and imperfections. Our hearts, wants, and needs are not easily obtained because we are all so uniquely complex. While some are born into this world with a powerful charisma that instantly draws people to them, this is the exception, not the norm. These people usually have a way of striking up conversations without hesitation, but a lot of people overthink about what they should or shouldn't say, which can lead to awkward conversations at best. Because they do not easily engage with others, they might have missed meeting that special someone or perhaps a business opportunity. It's normal for people to feel out of place from time to time, but for some, anxiety, fear, or the thought of being judged by others can be overwhelming more often than not. They may get lost and miss the social norms and cues, such as knowing when to say hello, or may slip up on their words. It makes them uncomfortable when they try to speak in a group or gathering, so they refrain. Or the other extreme, they talk too much and monopolize the conversation. Now they are embarrassed and even more distressed. These actions and reactions hold them back from regular social interaction, which is an important part of life. They are encouraged to break free from the restriction of inner voices and instead empower internal strength. We all have a unique purpose here on earth, and so we go through a lot of obstacles to complete our intended lessons, past life stuff. With faith, practice, and patience, things will get better. Remember, life is all about trial and error. What did I say? Put yourself out there. Try. They should try and push themselves out of their comfort zone a little bit more every day, because it's the small steps that eventually take us where we need to go. Hypnotherapy would also be a great option to consider. Certified hypnotherapists are trained to relax the mind to help build self-confidence when needed. Where there is a will, there is always a way for us to conquer all obstacles. Just trust in yourself, because we are like one giant kaleidoscope, beautiful broken pieces of colored light grouped together in constant change. With the slightest motion, things shift, creating a brand new perspective of yourself. And that was the reading. By the way, I talked about past life regression and hypnosis involved in that. Confirmation for everyone who's considering past life regression. All right, but that was the reading, you guys. That was the reading for the next 5 days. Oops. Let me know what resonated for you guys the most in the comments. You are so welcome. But if anyone before